Hello, everyone, and welcome to this prelude of San Diego, the aftermath. Here we have Ruby Star and Alexis, and I don't remember his last name. He doesn't have one. All right, cool. We have Alexis and Ruby, and they are sitting in a very retro-looking hotel lobby in the Hotel del Coronado on Coronado Island as they are waiting to be called before their prince. And right now, I will let the two of them talk amongst themselves as they wait.
Uh, uh,
Seem a bit nervous, love.
yes. I'm not entirely sure about kindred yet, so I nervous.
They're mostly a bunch of good mates, if you know what I mean.
Yes, of course. You know.
Ruby, I need you to roll your willpower.
Oh yeah, I have it ready and everything. Oh, I pass. Yes. She's good tonight.
Okay.
The
Carry on.
nightmares haven't taken her over. Yeah, they're a pretty good bunch of mates. Yeah, I fought with them. I remember seeing you around once. Were you fighting?
What's sorry? Say again.
She leans in closer. Fighting. You know.
Oh, no, I was hiding. I hide. I am not fighter. I am,
Hiding's alright.
to the books.
Everybody's gotta do what they gotta do, you know?
Yes, I got very good at hiding. Yes.
Oh, good for you. I'm good at fighting.
Oh,
Didn't
well, I
make me
suppose
fall
I
too
won't.
happy, but
I suppose I won't piss you off. Yes.
I'd recommend you don't.
Yes.
And you see Star look down at her hand, almost like she's holding something for a moment, and then she just lets it go.
Uh, well, Minis of Alexi. I Minis of. Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained tonight. I think that's how you say it. My name is Alexis. What is your name?
Ruby, love. And she'll extend her hand to shake.
For a moment, he seems very reluctant, and then he will extend his hand and grasp yours firmly. So, how long have you been? Kindred?
Oh, I'd say 8 years. Oh, it's gone by so fast. Granted, most of the time it's been. No, wait, I'm getting lost. Hold on. It's been like 3, 4 years.
Much different from 8, yes.
I spent a bit of time doing a bit of stuff I shouldn't have, probably getting high, that sort of thing.
Oh, yes.
Back in time.
Yes. I understand this. Yes, this is okay. Getting high is okay.
I don't really do it much anymore. Kind of moved past it. Got my party anatomy.
Yes, well, you get me into a good party, and I'm very social, very outgoing. Yes.
There's a great little new club in town. Maybe we should hang out there sometime. Dionysus Club, I think it's called.
Oh, Dionysus. Yes, I don't usually go to this part of town. It's not held by well, there's a sudden change of demeanor and expression, and and then suddenly he's back to smiling. Yes, well, anyway, I don't usually go that far away from my home. To go there, I usually go to local places within walking distance. I don't usually ride the bus, you see.
And as you guys are talking, you see coming towards you a woman with a scowl on her face, and she has brown hair, pale skin, and she's just kind of glaring at you, and she's coming right towards the both of you.
Do I recognize her?
No.
Does she look to be breathing?
I would say she's forcing herself to breathe right now because you are in a lobby where kind could come in, but for right now, they're being kept out as this informal Elysium is being held. But she's still being cautious and forcing herself to breathe. But she's coming right towards you. And before she gets to you, she'll kind of glare at the both of you. Which one is Alexis?
That would be me.
Come with me, please.
Okay. Alexis will get up and follow this woman wherever she takes him.
She leads you to an elevator and takes you not to the top floor, but to the second to the top, to where the fancy suites are. And she doesn't say anything to you on the elevator. She just still has this scowl on her face. She doesn't introduce herself. If you decide to talk to her, it's going to take you probably 2 or 3 minutes to go up this elevator. So if you decide to talk to her, she might talk to you back. I don't know.
Oh no, it's Alexis. It's Alexei in charge right now. He's not saying anything to this obviously dangerous woman. He's not letting Alexis say anything.
And she doesn't say anything, and when the elevator reaches its destination, she just starts walking out and doesn't even really look to see if you're following her.
He will, reluctantly, but he will.
And she leads you down it's not a narrow corridor, but it's lined with some doors. And it looks to go quite far, but she doesn't go too far. I would say maybe you go down 10 doors. She turns to the left and knocks 3 times on the door. And the door opens, and standing there is a man who's fairly young. He looks young. He's African American, and opens the door, and he says to Harley, "Is this who she's to see?" "Yes. Yes, it is." And he nods and motions for Alexis to come in.
Alexei will go in. Alexis will go in.
And you enter a room that's quite large. Looks more like a studio apartment than a hotel room. It has a king-size bed. It has a desk. Um, the desk it's set up like you were going to be meeting someone in an office. Except instead of another chair behind the desk, there's actually a couch there. So there's a couch, the desk, and then behind it is a really comfy chair. Um, and the the man will lead you to the couch and motion for you to sit down.
Alexis will sit down.
And Harley will step into the room and shut the door, but she doesn't come completely in. She just kind of stands there as if she's standing guard. Um, and then you don't have to wait very long, probably a minute or two, and you see a very beautiful woman, dark skin, dark eyes, full lips, very short, curly hair, emerge in a very elegant dress. Even for this fancy hotel, she looks overdressed. Um, she's her gown is sequined, and she has on jewelry that looks like it's probably worth more than this hotel. Um, and she doesn't scowl at you. She greets you very warmly. She has a nice expression on her face, despite the picture. So, uh, and good evening. You must be Alexis.
I'm Alexis. It's good to meet you. Alexis says as he is now back in charge of his own body.
She extends her hand out to you to shake it.
And he will, shake it, this time lacking the same hesitation that he had back in the lobby.
I am Jasmine.
Miss Jasmine is good to meet you. I don't really know why I'm here, I must say.
Well, you are here because I have requested your presence. I am the prince of this city.
Oh, please excuse my disrespect. I must say I'm caught off guard. I'm sorry. I didn't know your position.
It's okay. It's okay. No disrespect taken. Please sit down.
And he will very, and he'll sit very, upright, obviously ill at ease in the presence of such a powerful individual. He knows who the prince is, what the prince is, I should say.
She will take a seat behind the desk in the comfy chair, and Alexis, relax, relax. Treat me like, just treat me like I am a normal kindred.
uh, it's hard, yes. You grow up in, you grow up in gangland, and start to treat people, like in high positions with a certain kind of standoffishness, a certain kind of nervousness, because if you piss them off, they'll cut off your head, kill your family, that sort of thing. It's obviously I don't think you would just do this out of spite or
I
cold
do
blood or
not,
anything.
I do not operate like that. No.
Yes. Also, I so when I'm nervous, I talk too much. I sorry for this.
It's okay. Okay. So I guess you would like to know why I've brought you here.
uh, yes, please.
I understand you are caitiff, yes?
Yes, yes, this is true.
And would you like protection under the Camarilla?
Uh, yes, 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 please. I, uh, I, yes, very much, yes, please.
I am assigning you to Clan Bruja.
Oh, okay, yes.
You
Okay.
you will report to the Primogen, to the whip. The whip's name is Rose. You will report to her as soon as you leave here.
Yes, okay. Where is she? Well, I,
She slides a piece of paper towards you with an address on it.
okay, I will go here immediately, yes.
Do not screw up.
If
Well,
there's,
at least do not break the traditions. You can screw up all you like, just uphold the traditions.
okay, note taken, yes.
She laughs. So, do you have any questions?
Um, uh, uh, mm, more than can be answered in one night, yes. Yes, I think so. I know you are a very busy person, so
I
I will
have some
ask.
time. It's not every day you get to talk to the prince.
Yes. Well, uh, what what is this prejudice against Caitiff, if I may ask?
For most people, they are considered the lowest of the low. They, some people believe that a large number of them, which in a lot of cities, more than one, is a sign of the end times. And they will make it their mission to go out of their way to kill them. I do not want such things in my city. So I'm making sure that everyone has a clan that they can go to for support.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. Um, uh, no one tells me who is sheriff. I do not know sheriff of the city.
His name is Crusher.
Crasher. Okay.
He is also Bruja,
Okay. Okay. So you
and
know,
I am
about it, I
Bruja.
guess. Oh. Okay. Well, all right then. I guess I'm really stepping up in the world, eh?
We'll see. We'll see. You
All
just
right.
seem, I've watched you for a while, and you seem that you would fit in my clan. Do not disappoint me.
Okay. I will not, or else I'll cut off my hand to repay you. Yes. I'm not joking.
I would not ask for such things. There are other ways that I have of dealing with disappointment. I do not need body parts. And she says
uh,
that with a very serious face.
yeah, Alexis by no means is going to take her words jokingly. It's just the laughter's how he gets by.
Right. No, she's not taking offense to the laughter. I'm just conveying that she's very
No.
serious when she says this.
Yeah.
Now, go, and when you go, uh, send that other one you're with up here, please.
Okay. Yes. Absolutely. Uh, thank you very much for the for this meeting and giving me a clan and everything. You know, now maybe people will stop treating me shitty when I try to talk to them. Anyway,
Yes, I'll make it known that you are Bruja.
well, thank you very much. Anyway, I have my Primogen and my whip to meet, so I will see you later. Thank you for seeing me, or maybe I won't see you later. You are important. Anyway, thank you very much.
You will.
Thank you very
You
much.
will. I promise you will see me later.
Okay, okay,
Maybe not this night, but you will see me again.
okay. Sounds good to me. I go now. I leave you. I will send her up to see you.
Thank you, Alexis. Good
Yeah.
night.
Good night. And with that, Alexis will, walk out pretty briskly. I assume that Harley allows him to leave. Yeah.
Yes, she steps aside for him to leave with that same scowl on her face. And she's glaring daggers at him the whole time he's walking
Yeah.
out the door. And she kind of even pokes her head out as he goes down the hallway to the elevator. But she doesn't leave the room.
Yeah. He does not make eye contact with her as he leaves. The other guy warns him, Alexis, don't look at her. She is wild beast. She will kill us both. And so he does not. As soon as he gets in the elevator, uh, Alexis, Alexis, that every time you smile like that, it hurts your face. It hurts our face. Shut up, you. I can't stand you telling me what to say, telling me how to say it. I just want to talk to somebody without you telling me what to do. Alexi, I want you to stop, please. Alexis, you know I cannot. You know that I have to tell you how to work, because otherwise you start to say too much. You start to make people angry with you, and then it's me who has to take care of your problems. Do you know? Shut up, okay? I just fuck. Shit. Listen, I think the prince must like you, because she only threatened us one time with what would happen if we fucked up. You do remember when we first met the boss, yes? Shut up, I don't need reminding, Alexi. I don't need reminding. Alexis, you know that you can't fuck up again like you did that last time. You know that I can't drag you out of the earth again, Alexis. Shut up. Please, just shut up, Alexi. Oh, so now you go quiet. So now you go quiet when I'm on the verge of fucking breakdown here. Now you go quiet. Sure, you're there at the hardest of times, but when it's just me and my own fucking thoughts, you leave me alone. You leave me alone. Fucking bastard. And with that, eventually, Alexis and Alexi get to the lobby, and they walk out the door. Of course, they keep their word, and they look at Ruby, and Alexis says, "The prince will see you now, and he will tell her what floor to go to, what room to knock on, what room door."
Thank you much, darling. Maybe we'll go throw a few Sabbat on the fire sometime. Grill them up like shrimp.
All right, sounds good to me. We will party together one day.
Most certainly.
All right, goodbye. Be careful up there, yes?
Oh, I'm always careful. That's why I'm still alive.
And with that, Alexis will leave the hotel and leave Ruby to her own meeting.
Ruby walks confidently over to the elevator, hits the button, looks down at the few sparkling rings on her hand as she waits for it to open back up. Goes in, hits the floor. She begins wondering, has she met the prince before? Have they fought together? I don't know if I've ever met this person. God, I don't even remember if they said she was a man or a woman. He or she. Criminy. Why couldn't they have just told me the simple things? Once upon a time when I was told a prince, I'd expect a man, somebody with a cock. But now, I don't know what to expect. See, she told me. Don't worry, Ruby. It's easy. Just go in and you talk to him. I don't even know who I'm fucking talking to. As the doors open to the floor, she strides out. 11, 12, 13. There we go. Knock, knock, knock.
You wait for a few seconds before the door cracks open and you see the scowling face of Harley.
Evening, dollface.
It's you. Get in here.
And Ruby will walk through the now opening door.
Yep, she opens it and steps out of the way for Ruby to come in. And then she looks at Ruby. Have I seen you before?
Ruby glances over at her. Do you have Alzheimer's? You saw me downstairs like 5 minutes ago.
No, I mean before tonight.
Well, I have been to a few parties, and maybe you saw me there. Get my thing on. Whatever that is anymore.
I don't go to parties.
Maybe you should. Might cheer you up some.
Whatever. The prince will be with you in a minute. Go sit on the couch over there, and she points.
Will do, love, and she gives her a nice friendly pat on the arm as she then walks over to the couch. Sits down, she crosses her legs, her arms spread across the back of the couch as she waits.
Harley just scowls and scowls at Ruby. Not doing anything. She thinks to herself, she's lucky that we are in Elysium and the prince is right there. And then a few seconds later, the prince emerges. She likes to make her grand entrance. And you'll see the figure of a very beautiful, dark-skinned woman with dark brown eyes and dark brown hair, sequined gown, elaborate jewelry.
Ruby's gonna quickly get up and give a curtsy to the prince. I was expecting a bit of warning before you came walking in. I apologize for not being standing prepared before you got here.
It's quite all right, my dear. Quite all right. I don't do complete formalities, no matter how I'm dressed. And she laughs a little bit at that, and she goes to sit. She actually shakes Ruby's hand first.
Ruby will gladly reach out and shake her hand. It's a pleasure, my prince.
Well, I'm glad that you know who I am. The other one didn't, but it's okay. I didn't really expect him to. Besides, I've only been prince here for a year.
Well, you're doing right peachy time of it. That I would say.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And she sits down in the chair and folds her hands in front of her on the desk and kind of leans in uh, to meet her gaze with Ruby's.
Ruby's gonna sit back down, crossing her legs and spreading her arms across the back of the couch again.
I hear you were very instrumental in the eradication of the Sabbat from the city.
Well, I do try to do my best.
It has not been unnoticed. I hear you've already been friendly with the gangrel.
Aye, last name Sisha.
Yes, the harpy. You will continue to answer to her and to the rest of the clan. Their primogen, their whip are yours. You may think that everyone knows or thinks that you are Gangrel, but I know different.
At that, Ruby's gonna get a very nervous look. Her cockiness is gonna drain away. Her arms are gonna pull off the back of the couch and just rest in her lap.
But as I told the other one, Alexis, I do not want such conflicts in my city over Caitiff. So all Caitiff get a clan. You get to stay with the one you've been masquerading as because, well, you fit and you did well. Continue to act in the interest of the Camarilla, and you will be further rewarded.
Thank you, my prince. How do you know?
I am the prince. I know many things.
Right, well, alright then, so I guess I'm officially Gangrel now. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything else you need, my dear?
Oh, I wouldn't say I need anything. Maybe be able to eat shrimp again. But
Oh, she chuckles. Well, unfortunately, I cannot grant you that. Is there anything you want?
not at the moment, my prince.
Very well. I'll tell you what. As a more of a reward for your efforts in the war, I will grant you a minor boon to cash in at any time should you ever need it. Consider this a boon from me.
Her eyes go wide. Thank you, my prince. That's that's very generous.
Now remember, I'm watching you. everyone. My sheriff, my scourge, and she uh, nods at Harley. My harpies, especially Saoirse. Do us proud and you will get more. You mess up, you break the traditions, well, there are a lot worse things than death. Don't make me have to show them to you.
Yes, my prince. I will do my damnedest.
Her expression softens again. I hope you do, because you know that the Sabbats will not lay low forever. We will have to deal with them again one day.
And when we do, we'll be ready.
Good. Oh, one more thing. I also know that you, in the course of battle, you wound up diablerizing an anti-tribu. Should anyone have an issue with that, you tell them to answer to me. That has been forgiven as part of necessities of the war.
Thank you, my prince. I don't know what to say.
Now, go inform Saoirse of your new status. If she doesn't, well, inform her that you are officially Gangrel, because she did know of your status as well. I made sure of it.
Yes, my prince.
But other than that, no one else knows. The Primogen, your whip, they don't know.
Thank you, my prince.
You're welcome. Now, go off into the night.
Yeah, yes, my prince. And she sits forward, but she leans in across the table. May I say one thing before I go?
Of course, dear. Go ahead.
She gestures and kind of points towards Harley. I think she needs a vacation.
Don't worry about her. She's always like that. Just don't piss her off. She can take a lot.
Um,
You obey the traditions. You do what you're supposed to, and you will not have to deal with her.
sounds like a good trade-off.
Is there anything else?
No, my prince, and she gets up and gives another curtsy. As she's walking past Harley, she gives a little wink and says, "Take care." And she hopefully leaves the room alive.
Harley will just scowl at her and nods as she opens the door. And she'll shut the door behind Ruby and look over at Prince Jasmine. And Jasmine looks back at her and says, "Keep an eye on that girl, Harley. She's closer to you than you know." And Harley just, for a moment, her scowl softens and her eyes are filled with questions. But she's not going to inquire about those questions now. All right. So we'll go back to Ruby. What's Ruby doing?
Ruby is heading downstairs, hopping on a bike, and heading over to Saoirse's, where she usually meets with Saoirse.
Fabulous. What is Alexis doing right now?
He, under the effects of goodness gracious, under the effects of Obfuscate 2, he is going down, like, is the Bruja Primogen located in an area within walking distance to the hotel?
You've been given the address for the whip.
For the whip, alright. And what about them?
Um, no. Well, unless you want to walk over a really big bridge. Uh,
Yeah, no.
but
If
it
it's across
takes
the Golden Gate Bridge,
well,
then
it's across the
Alexis.
Coronado Bridge, but
Oh,
it's pretty long. Yeah.
well, in that case, Alexis. I don't imagine that Alexis has a car of his own. So he's going to have to take a cab. So he's not under the effects of Obfuscate, as I previously mentioned. He is in a cab, and he's going as quickly as traffic allows to meet with his whip. His new whip.
And the driver takes you not too far, but you see how massive this bridge is as you go over it. It stands several hundred feet above the water, and it's long. It takes about there's no traffic this time of night, so it takes about 5 minutes to drive over the bridge. Um, and then the driver will take you to downtown San Diego to an apartment building, um, and will drop you off the entrance of the building. And the apartment number is number 114. And the driver will drop you off.
Yeah, Alexis will pay the man presently. And, you know, the now, this particular driver just happens to be Slavic, and as a Russian, Alexis is a protector of the Slavs. Therefore, he will, very, like he will be very all right with giving this person a sizable tip, especially for being Slavic as he is. And as the driver goes away, goes to pick up another fare, hopefully he'll do well. Alexis will go into the apartment area and he will into the complex and he will attempt to locate this apartment. You're muted.
Yep, yep. I realize that.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's a small complex. It doesn't take you very long to find. Uh, there's a gate, but it doesn't seem to be locked. Uh, there's some. If you look down the street, there's some graffiti on other buildings, but not this one in particular. But the gate doesn't seem to be locked, so you can just walk right on in. Maybe someone was expecting you, or maybe the lock doesn't work. You don't know.
Maybe. Is this gang graffiti or like
No, it looks more like just art.
All
Uh,
right, just art and
someone,
tags. I got you.
yeah,
Skater punk shit.
no real gang activity in this area. It's just some graffiti art. Someone, uh, yeah.
Cool.
So it's definitely a lot more elegant than most graffiti that you would see from gangs and stuff.
All right, cool. because if Alexis was in enemy territory, well, it might, he would have to let Alexi take over for a while until they were back on home turf. But luckily, that doesn't seem to be the case, and so Alexis will find the the correct door, and as Alexis reaches up to knock, Alexi will stop him. Remember, Alexis, don't fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to do things here.
You hear some rustling around, and you hear someone call through the door. Who is it?
Yes, my name is Alexis. I was told to come see you.
Oh, right. One moment, and you hear locks clicking open, and the door opens, and you see a very beautiful woman with obviously dyed red hair. It does not look natural at all. And she has a piercing through her nose. She has some tattoos. Uh, she's not too pale, but she's definitely pale enough. Um, but she doesn't look overtly pale, if that makes sense. Anyway, and she'll step back and let you in the door.
Thank you for letting me in. Yes, I was not told that you would be so breathtaking. uh,
Right. And she shuts and locks the door. Well, sit down.
okay. And Alexis will uh, he will sit on like whatever couch is in this apartment. Just kind of lean
Yeah,
back, stretch out a little, make himself comfy.
there's a full-size couch and a recliner in the living room. If you look to the left, there's the kitchen, and off to the right is the hallway where the bathroom and the bedroom is. It's all kind of open. Uh, the kitchen's kind of open to the living room. There's not a wall between them. Um, but yeah, she'll motion for you to sit down, and she'll sit down in the recliner. You must be the new recruit.
Yes, I am. I was told to see you and our Primogen. It feels weird to say our. I've been alone for so long. uh,
Right. Well, you probably not meet the Primogen unless you've done something wrong. You'll report to
oh,
me.
okay.
Um, unless the Primogen himself requests your presence, you'll not see him. You'll report to me. You got any problems, you come to me. You need any lessons taught, I come to you.
Okay.
She
Yes,
chuckles
yes.
at that.
Those kinds of lessons, yes. Hopefully I won't need those kinds of lessons, yes. I don't want to, see the nasty side of you, you know?
No, you don't. I guarantee that.
Trust
She
me.
says that with the biggest smile on her face. She looks extremely proud of that.
uh, Trust me. And maybe, just maybe, it's his friendly face, but there's just this warming sense to Alexis as he smiles at her. Trust me, I have been fucked with enough to realize that I don't want to be fucked with anymore. So I'll make sure to stay out of your hair. Yes.
That would be wise. Yes. Well, glad we have an understanding. You know how Bruja work. You've been around us before.
One time, my first interaction was after I got clunked on the head and climbed out of the grave. Yes, I'm. I think you've been told about that. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Shovelhead. They called me for a while
yeah.
until they started calling me Nasty Caitiff, and then I didn't like that too much. But you know.
No,
Uh,
I imagine not.
yes. Anyway, I my first meeting was with a coterie of Bruja, now fellow Bruja. Is nice. One of them seemed to get really angry easily, and I have picked up that it's something of a flaw for your clan. Is this true?
It is true. We tend to fly off the handle a bit easier than most. Some of us have really worked on keeping a lid on that, except for when necessary. Um,
Yes, yes. I'm sure that if you have to get into a fight or get testy, being having total self control might not be so good if you have to punch somebody, right? To throw a car at somebody.
right? Well, never thrown a car at anyone. Thrown pieces of cars at people, but not a
Oh
whole
well.
one. Uh,
Well,
And she ponders for a second. I wonder if I could actually lift a whole car. I bet I could. Anyway, uh, she she'll look at him, and we're all family. The Bruja. We are close. Keep an eye on each other. We help each other out. Report to me at least once a week. Let me know how you're doing.
okay. Yes, I will do this. Is it all
And
right if I have your phone number?
yes, I
And
was just about to give that to you.
there's actually a huge hint of flirtiness when he asks her for her number.
Oh yeah, she picks up on that, but she ignores it.
Of course.
She says, "Yes, I was just about to give that to you." She scrawls her number down on a piece of paper and hands it to him as if it were being handed over from a woman to a guy in a bar. Uh, kind of maybe playing along a little bit with the flirtiness, acknowledging of what he was trying to do, but making very clear that you know.
Well, I suppose before I take this any further and get on the receiving end of one of your fists, or maybe both, I think I should, leave. Maybe come back some other time. He'll give her the. He will hit her with the wink. Bitches love the wink.
She will smile and yeah, come back.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. And Alexis will stand up and he'll allow himself to be seen out and he'll shake her hand one last time and say, it has been a pleasure meeting you. I hope to see you again, yes?
Nice to meet you as well, and I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of each other.
All right,
But
I'll
not in that
promise.
way, mister.
Maybe someday. Okay, goodbye. And with that cheeky comment, he will exit the area. Maybe go downstairs if she lives on an upstairs apartment.
No, it's the first floor.
Okay,
Uh,
in that case, he will turn around on his heel and just kind of like trot away, like just really pleased with himself, shit-eating grin.
she will lock the door behind him and shaking her head, saying, "For fuck's sake, why do they always have to flirt with me?" And with that, we will go back to Ruby.
Vroom vroom motorbike. Pulling up where I like. Balboa Park. Beautiful place. Nice trees. It's like our own little forest right in the middle of the city. She starts making her way over towards the big tree near the carousel, looking around for her mental friend. Officially her husband now. My goodness, what a way things have changed. And she knew all along. That's crazy. Doesn't matter, she's been treating me good, so that's alright. Looking up in the trees to see if she's hiding anywhere.
Saoirse actually steps out of the trees in full human form. Uh, you will see a glow of her eyes as she has Eyes of the Beast on.
Ruby sees this and smiles and saunters her way over towards Saoirse.
Saoirse makes her way to Ruby and opens her arms for a hug.
Ruby wraps her arms around her and gives her a big hug.
So, how you been?
And she falls back from the hug. You cheeky cunt! You never told me that you knew, and she slugs her in the arm.
Knew what? What the fuck is that for?
The prince told me she told you. I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck she knows.
I. That you're not really a gangrel.
No, no, I am now official.
Ah, so she told you, did she?
Aye, she told me. Last time she wanted to go have some shrimp on the barbie. I don't think she's bought it though.
And now you're mimicking my accent again.
Yeah, well, a few shrimp on the barbie, I cure that. A few margaritas, beer, a few shots of whiskey.
Can you even keep any of that down?
Um, no.
I didn't think so. Anyway, I'm glad to hear that she told you the good news. You're officially one of us, and no one's any the wiser.
I got something from the prince too. It was a bit of a shocker.
Oh, and what's that?
She leans back in close to Saoirse's ear. Well, you are happy, so guess I might as well tell you. I have a minor been owed to me by the prince.
Well, aren't you a lucky little cunt?
You're telling me? I was like, wait, me? Little old me? That's like, that's pretty wild if you ask me.
She must have liked what you did. I mean, you were very helpful.
I met this Holly chick. She did not seem to like me, but I gave her my old Aussie charm, and I'm sure a few more applications, and she'll be right as rain.
Harley doesn't like anyone. She is a permanent cunt, that one.
Yeah, I told the prince that she needs to let the girl have a vacation. Cheer her up some.
This is a vacation.
Well then, what shall we do on our first day of vacation then? Let's see. I don't know what to do with myself. That's a perplexing feeling. She leans back against the tree. What do I do with myself? I've been spending the last however the fuck long, like, embroiled in this war, this fighting. Now that it's over, I don't know what to do with myself.
Enjoy it, my dear. Enjoy it. You, have a new chance.
She contemplates this. A new chance. It's the one my dad ever gave me. Just keep quiet on his end of the world and life will be good, right? All be right as rain.
Aye, it will. I think we're awful lucky to have Brewhoff or Prince. They're very family oriented. She takes care of us.
So far, it's not been something I'm having trouble with.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
She said, so far, it's not something I'm having trouble with.
I bet not. Just don't break the traditions.
Oh, I know that bit. Trust me. I'm still itching to get whoever got Messiah.
I wouldn't worry about that too much. Besides, I'm sort of your sire now. Have been for a while, I think.
Yeah, I suppose you have, haven't you? Want a cigarette?
Nay, not tonight. Not feeling it.
And the cigarettes that had appeared in her hand just kind of fizzle out in its little red mist as they disappear.
Saoirse's gotten used to seeing this by now. It doesn't faze her. I'd be careful with that if I were you, though. I'm not sure how some people would react.
Well, can't all the gangrel do that?
Nay, that is not something all Gangrel can do. You're the only one I know of.
I guess I'm a bit more special than I thought then.
Aye, that you are. You are very special. And she will wrap Ruby in another hug.
Well, I've checked in now, so I'm all like free to go rampage across the city.
Aye, that you are. Rampage away.
So should I do it with a flamethrower, a machete, or maybe one of those minigun things like the Terminator had? Because it's like a Vulcan minigun thing.
I'd go with the minigun. But make sure that all it does is squirt water.
Squirting water takes all the fun out of it. You know, the reason you get a minigun is because it shoots bullets.
Aye, but you go around the city shooting bullets, well, let's just say that won't look very good on me or you, especially me. You don't want my wrath, do you?
You said I could rampage across the city. Love. So that means I can do whatever I want, right?
Nay, it was a metaphor.
Oh, when the prince asked that, it just said, Saoirse said I could.
You try pulling that bullshit and you'll definitely regret it.
Oh, fine. I'm gonna head home. It's kind of weird being on the lawn so much sometimes.
I can imagine. Let me know if you need company.
Oh, I can always use the company of a beautiful woman.
Saoirse smiles. Well, when you put it like that, it's definitely hard to refuse. I believe I'll go home with you tonight, Miss Ruby.
Do you have your own ride, or you gonna ride with me?
Oh, I'll ride with you. I do rather enjoy being on the back of that bike of yours.
All right then, let's get us some wind blowing.
And Saoirse hops on the back of Ruby's bike, and they head off to her house. And
La Marina.
yes, the boathouse on the marina. And the next time you see these two lovely characters will be 5 years into the future. And that is where this prelude ends.